All right, collective, let's get into a reading. So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like the energy that I'm feeling. I feel like someone could have taken advantage of your kind heart. This could have been someone who, you tried to date and they were playing games. They underestimated what you were going to do. I don't know, but I get an energy of we thought you were going to be okay with what we were just giving you, and you weren't. So maybe this is a job that really got comfortable with the fact of, yeah, you need a job. That this could have been you saying, nope, don't need it that bad. No, sure don't. You got me up. Thank you for asking. Somebody took advantage of you, your kind heart, your love. This could have been you dating someone and maybe they consistently dropped the ball on the relationship with you. You were making time for them. You were making them a priority. You were doing everything you needed to do, but maybe they weren't doing the same for you. This person could have needed to heal to match you, and they could have decided not to. This could have been someone that was very aware that a certain version of them needed to come forth, and maybe this person was still in a very immature energy. So, this could be something as simple as, let's say you have children, this person doesn't have children. If you guys were going to share a life together, that means that they're going to what? They're going to need to support you and show up in a way that they might not be ready for. They might think that they're incapable, but it's requesting them to do it. And instead of stepping into that version of them and saying, you know what? I'm not a parent, but I will love to figure out how to be a step parent, how to be a bonus parent, how to love you and this child correctly. They could have said, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this, and took a step back. Now, I am saying that there was a lot of passion that people could tell you two shared. So it could have been an energy of, oh my God, I think these two are really crazy about each other. But I'm definitely seeing that this person recognized, okay, you're going to need a version of me and I don't think I'm ready. Some of you could be big people in your town. Let's say that you're like a judge, you're a lawyer, it's like your reputation could be on the line and could be very important. And this person could need to act in a way where it's like, listen, we have to act in a way because my reputation's on the line. I'm the mayor of our town. So what does that mean? That means you can't be out here making dumb choices. This could be the same person, though, that's like, well, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready to have all eyes on me and me not be able to make a mistake and I have to act perfect. That could be this energy. And this person could have thought that you were just going to almost take what you could get. But I feel like this person underestimated you and your strength. And I feel like you could have removed yourself. I'm hearing, I understood the assignment. What was that? Wasn't that like a reel that, like a sound that was for reels a long time ago? Yeah. And this is someone who really thought, it's fine, I'm just not meant to be there. That's not my lifestyle. But this person's having a hard time leaving you behind. So this is really someone who thought, okay, well, I'm not ready. And because I'm not ready, you'll try to make me ready. I'm not ready to be a mayor's wife. I'm not ready to be a mayor's husband. I'm not ready to be a dad to 2 kids or a stepfather. No, thank you. This person thought, though, that you were going to beg. I need a wife. I want a partner. Please, I want that partner to be you. But instead, you acted in a way that they never assumed. They really underestimated your strength and how you were going to deal with this. And this person really thought whenever it happened, whatever, you just don't care about me, it's fine. Didn't do one thing you wanted me to do, and all of a sudden, we ain't meant to be, right? Ghosted you for a few days, and now you don't like me no more. You never really liked me. That's this person's energy. But what they're not recognizing is that this was a choice. They had a choice to step up to the plate and evolve into who they needed to be with you. Sometimes in life, when you're single, You get to do what you want to do. But if you're deciding to share a life with someone, that could mean moving if you don't want to move. That could mean changing your schedule. That could mean, okay, going from I have no children or I have 1 or 2 children to having more. Your life will change in a way that you maybe never expected, maybe in a way that you never wanted it to change, but you're so in love with that person and so crazy about that person that you welcome it with open arms. And it was like the last part made this person anxious. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm enough for this. I don't know if I can handle this, that, or the third. And this person really thought that you were going to try to make them fit the mold. But you're perfect for this. I need you by my side. And when you didn't do that, it really put this person in a panic. Now, this person really thought, okay, whatever. I'm going to move on. This person's having a hard time though. So some of you, this person could still be reaching out to you, having eyes on you. You know, this could be the man or the woman that was very well aware you wanted something serious, but they wouldn't give you anything serious, but they're still reaching out to you randomly. And you're like, what's the game here? Well, the game is that they were not capable of being a full partner to you, but they still want access to you. They really thought walking away from you and the passion that you two have with one another was going to be easy. But what they underestimated is that you're actually really special to them and they really liked you more than they gave you credit for. And now that you've acted in a way they never expected, they've really underestimated you and underestimated the situation as a whole, and is putting them in a panic because this person didn't feel like they were losing out on anything, and now they do. Now they feel like they're losing out on something. This person wants to make this right with you, but their stubbornness and their pride is holding them back. So I don't know if this person is even going to try to heal this. It's like this person, they want to be the prize in the relationship when the relationship should be the prize. What you're building together should be the prize. Now, this could be a boss that underestimated you. And now that you're calling their bluff, they want to fix it. So let's give an example. A good example would be, let me give you a personal example. This is not about my life, but I'm going to give you a personal example because they're showing it to me. A long time ago, I had worked, well, this was a few years ago. I had a second job, just a little job here or there to get me out of the house. And I had did something that the manager didn't like. And I was actually friends with the owner and his daughter. So I was close to the owner at the time. But the manager didn't like me, okay? And I did something that the manager didn't like. Now, let me mind you, what I had did is I spoke too loud for this manager. Customers would come in. I was like, hey guys, how are we? Oh my God, we're so happy to have you. And this manager looked at me and said, if you want to keep a future here in this department, you're going to need to start toning that down. That's too much, okay? In that moment, that manager gave me an ultimatum, okay? That manager thought that I needed my job so bad that I was going to do what he wanted me to do. And I looked straight at that manager and said, well, joke's on you, because I'm actually out of here within the next week. So how about that? And that manager looked at me and went, wait a second, what do you mean you're leaving in a week? And I said, I've done given my notice. I gave my notice to the owner a while ago. I said, I'm out of here. I did what I was here to do. I helped you guys open this place and my journey's over. And that manager looked at me and was not only shocked because he didn't know that I had given my notice. I gave it to the owner. But he then tried to come to me and say, I think you should stay. Well, I think you should bite my big toe, because not only did you just give me an ultimatum when you thought you had control and you didn't, now you backpedal and now all of a sudden you want me to stay. I thought I was too loud. I thought I was too much. That's the thing though. It was never that I was too loud, that I was too much. The customers loved it. I got great reviews. The owner loved it. His daughter loved it. The manager didn't like the attention that I was getting, so he wanted to change the attention that I was getting. He underestimated the situation as a whole. That's what I'm saying here. So some of you could be dealing with that kind of manager where they're very micromanaging. Nope, I need you to do it just like this. And they might not know that you've put your 2 weeks. I'm out of here, babes. What are you talking about? I'm gone. That might be the same moment, though, where this manager wants to backpedal and go, okay, wait a second now. Actually, you a big part of this department. This department wouldn't run the way that it does if it wasn't for you. Yeah, but baby, you done underestimated me. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. You thought that I really needed this job, and I do need this job. But listen, baby, I also need respect. I also need to be valued, and money is not going to take that from me. And that could be something some of you are dealing with. If this is a job, this could be a job that's going to call your bluff, so to speak. But baby, you done out. This person underestimated your strength. They underestimated the situation as a whole, and now they want you to be there. Now they think you wanted the best. And it's like, okay, wait a second now. Wait, what? That's what I'm saying. Now, again, that could be love. It's like, wait a second now. You wanted to critique me like an MF just a second ago. I need to change this. I need to change that. This needs to change. That needs to change. But now that I'm like, you know what? We're just not compatible. You're right. We're not meant to be together. Now, all of a sudden, I'm the love of your life. Now, all of a sudden, you trying to snap me on Snapchat and hit me on Instagram and see how I've been. You didn't even give me this much attention when we were dating. What's happened? They underestimated you. They underestimated the situation as a whole. They underestimated your strength, and they underestimated what was going to happen. This is showing this person that they have no control. Yeah, 100%. I am saying whatever this situation is not going to change. So, again, the scenario I gave you, I knew very well that that's the kind of manager that manager was. If he didn't like something, he would be quick to tell you, even though it had been working fine before he got there. Fun fact, that manager that I was telling you about ended up getting fired a few days later. Why? Because of the way that he was. He would go behind the owner's back and do one thing, and the owner would want something different. And when the owner found out, he was like, we done. No. My business is fine the way that it is. He's going to quit moving things around. Sometimes things are stuck, things are stagnant, things are not going to change. And I am saying that if this is a relationship where this person could be trying to get their wounded aspects nurtured. So if this is someone who's scared of being abandoned, they could have pushed you away, but now that you're abandoning the situation, I need your approval again. That could be the energy. Well, this is already stuck. It's already stagnant, and it's not going to change. You guys are going to get in that pattern, get in that cycle. If this is a career, this could be a career where, yeah, you want success, you want victory, but let's be honest, let's be real. If you have the kind of manager that I was speaking about, what success and victory are you going to get? Because the things that the customer loved, the manager might not love. But baby, listen, when you working in a restaurant, I mean this with love, I care more about what the customer wants, baby. I'm here to please the customer. I'm here for this customer to put a good review. I'm here for them to come back. I am their personal assistant. I'm their therapist. I will help them with your children. Whatever you need from me, I'm going to help you. But if you've got a manager wanting to change something and something that's thriving needs to go stagnant, it could come from a wounded energy. Well, I think I know best. Well, I think I know better. When in reality, it's like, well, wait a second now. Maybe what you're actually bringing in is a stuck and stagnant energy. And that's what I'm saying. So for some of you, if you're working for someone who is in that very, when it works, we need to change it kind of energy, never satisfied, they could be trying to fix something inside of them through their career, through their management position, and it isn't going to work. So this could be they've never gotten approval ever. They've never been in control of anything in their life. So what do? They come into the company and baby, they're overly controlling. Why? Because they can't control nothing else. They might as well control this, and they want to control anything and everything. That could be the moment, though, where this person underestimated. They thought you were just going to be a prisoner. And you were like, no, I'm not. This is not happening. This is not going to change. And I'm out of here. I'm going to our sister company. I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with you. That could be the same moment when this person goes, oh, my God. There was success and victory going on in the dark, and I didn't even know it. So you went behind my back and went and told so-and-so that you wanted a different department. I sure did. And I told him I didn't like working for you. Secrets. Same scenario I gave you earlier. Remember, that manager I was telling you about, I had worked there a while before him. I had been friends with the owner and his daughter for forever. Grandkids, like I was all up in their business, okay? they brought that manager in, and he was doing things in secret that the owner didn't even know about. So when his daughter would go home and say, listen, this is what's happening, he's doing this, he's did that, he said this to Danielle. And it's like, wait a minute now. He's talking trash to one of our employees that bails us out. There was many nights that I'd go and bail them out anytime that they needed it. You need me to work today? I got you. You need extra sauces and you think you out? Baby, go upstairs. I got you some up there. You know how I am. That's what I'm saying. What happens in the dark will come out. And I'm saying that it could be an energy of you going behind this person's back, you understanding the assignment and saying, listen, I can see where success and victory is, and this is not it. And that could be showing people, okay, why is everybody leaving the company? They say that they don't like that manager. Maybe we need a different manager. I'm telling you, it's reminding me of that scenario I was giving you. Some of you could be going through something similar to that, where somebody kind of gets hired after everyone's been there forever, and they come in and they want to make a bunch of changes that aren't good changes. And maybe they're underestimating how you and your coworkers are going to handle it. Some of you, you're going to end up dipping out. Some of you, you're going to be able to see that this person is approaching life from a very wounded aspect. You can't control anything else in your life, so you coming up in here and micromanaging the rest of us. This could be the same people who are like, listen, we've worked here for years and we've had no problems. They've hired you and now all of a sudden we've got all these kind of problems, right? I don't know. I feel like this person could underestimate the way that your guys' team or you is going to handle it, and it's going to blow up in their face. Yeah, and then balance is going to take place here. For sure. Balance is going to take place here. So that could be the CEO coming in and cleaning out the company. That could be someone saying, okay, listen, yeah, we've heard bad things. We're going to balance it out for you. We'll move you. We might move you back whenever we get rid of this person, but let us take care of business. We're going to clean house. Anyways, you go to the sister company and work over there right now. That person never thought that your butt was going to be gone. They thought, no, you going to work what you going to work. You went behind their back and started talking to someone else and was like, no, the hell I ain't. No, I'm not. I'm getting moved. And that could be the same manager that's like, yeah, you're right. We're going to move you. Do you mind if I move you back once I clean house, though? Because I'm getting some bad reports on this manager. This person underestimated you. They underestimated you. They underestimated your ability to be like, the fuck not. Thank you for asking. That's what I'm saying. And it's bringing a lot of balance into your life. Yeah, because you're not allowing juggling in any way, shape, or form. You're not allowing juggling in any way, shape, or form. If this is someone that you feel like a manager that can't make up their mind, this could be someone who's constantly changing the schedule. You do something right one day, it's wrong the next. They change it. Nope, it's supposed to be the old way. This could have been a lover who gambled you, juggled you, underestimated what you were going to do. Thought you were the kind guy, the kind girl. You'll wait for me. You're patient. You're loving. You're understanding. Maybe they underestimated that, though. Because maybe they don't deserve for that love and that understanding. Especially if someone treats you in a way that isn't kind, isn't fair. Why should you be understanding when they don't care how you feel? See, that's the thing. Everybody wants to care about how everybody else feels. Well, if they don't care about your feelings, baby, love, what is it? All is fair in love and war? Baby, it's fair. We're going to war. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it here, guys. Have a blessed day.